Place the TV in a high traffic area near Bay 1. The ideal location is above the door between the shop and the office as shown in this photo. If that location is not available, find somewhere in the shop, preferably along that wall, where you can safely mount the screen. Do mount the screen high enough on the wall, however, to protect it from activities below. The items you're going to need to do the installation include tools like hammer drill, power driver, a small level with a magnetic base, 1/4-inch mortar anchors, large mortar anchors, 5/16 hammer drill bit for the large mortar anchors, 3/16-inch hammer drill bit for the 1/4-inch mortar anchors, a bag of washers for mounting the wall bracket, flex clips with 1/4-inch screws for mounting the power cord, cable ties, a white 3-prong heavy-duty extension cord. Since both the Raspberry Pi and the screen need AC power, if you use a single-ended extension cord, you'll need a device or adapter that will allow you to plug in several devices. If you use an extension cord with multiple receptacles on the end, you can eliminate the need for the adapter. When unboxing the TV, take care to protect the unit. We suggest using the box as a safe surface to place the TV on face down while you're installing the mounting hardware. Next, remove the 4 screws that are already in the back of the screen and discard them. Use spacers between the mounting bracket and the TV to offset the TV from the wall. The TV needs to hang at a slight tilt so that it's easily visible from below. Therefore, you have to space the TV far enough out so that when the bottom edge of the TV comes in contact with any obstruction, you still have some tilt left. When attaching the rails to the back of the TV, take care in selecting the length of the screws to attach the rail. They can't be too long or they'll damage the TV. And you break it, you bought it. Install additional hardware including the tilt locking knob, once the brackets are attached, measure from the bottom of the hook at the top end of the bracket to the bottom of the TV. You will use that measurement to determine where the wall bracket should be mounted. The bottom of the screen must clear any obstructions such as offset conduits or conduit boxes. Place a mark on a wall where the bottom of the screen should be located. Next, draw a mark equal to the distance of the measurement we took earlier to determine where the top of the wall bracket should be located. Next, place the wall bracket on the upper mark and using a level, mark at least the location of 6 holes. When mounting the screen to the wall, use a minimum of 6 anchors to attach the bracket to the wall. Drill the holes that you mark, and as always, you should be wearing safety glasses when drilling. Next, insert the large mortar anchors in the holes, making sure that they are fully seated and flush. Finally, mount the bracket to the wall. Use a level to ensure that the bracket is mounted properly. Never use spacers between the wall bracket and the wall. Only use spacers between the screen and the mounting brackets to achieve the clearance you may need. When installing the TV, be sure both the top hooks have latched before you release the TV. Move the TV into position. You can slide it to the left or to the right. Tilt the TV back so you can access the screw holes for the locking screws on the brackets that are attached to the screen. Place both screws in and tighten. Once the screws have been tightened, the screen should be securely in place. Next, gently adjust the screen to its final tilted position. You may have to loosen the tilt adjust knobs in order to tilt the TV. Once the screen is mounted, run the electrical extension cord. Place the connection for the screen and Raspberry Pi behind the screen and attach the cord to the wall. Attach the cord to the Mason wall using the flex clips and 1/4-inch Mason anchors. Route the cable to the closest available receptacle and secure the cord along the way to avoid anyone snagging the cord while working in that area. Next, remove the protecting tape on the bezel around the screen and remove any fingerprints that might be left on the screen. Once you have the screen installed and powered up, select the HDMI port 1. Connect the Raspberry Pi HDMI port to the HDMI port 1 on the screen. Then plug in the Raspberry Pi power cube. After a few minutes, the Raspberry Pi device should complete its power-up cycle and show a screen similar to the screenshot provided. There is no on-off switch on the Raspberry Pi. Once you plug it in, it powers up. If you need to manually reset the Raspberry Pi, you will have to remove the power cable from the Raspberry Pi and then reinsert it after 10 seconds. After a couple of minutes, the Raspberry Pi should be completely powered up and show a screen similar to the screenshot provided. If not, contact Matthew Moon at CBA Corporate IT to verify that the Wi-Fi is correctly configured. Next, turn over to the owner or shop manager the TV remote and any documentation that came with the TV. Dispose of the packing materials and clean up the workspace. Once the installation is completed, take a photo of the screen displaying the operating screen or an error message. Then email the photo to Jeff Floyd at the email address showing on this video.